Back to Abby's scenario, we need medical supplies for Yara's arm.
Yeah. We were lucky Mel was there. She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle.
Mel. And what's his name? The man?
Owen.
How do we get to the really tall buildings? The bridge is there.
Path ahead kicks out toward downtown.
The route starts at the edge of the rushing water. You can get us there, and I can take over.
These bridges are really gonna get us over the rapids?
Yeah.
In just a couple hours?
Wolf, there it is.
This is without a doubt one of the most video gamey sections in this quote-unquote realistic game, and I love every second of it. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. This part of the game is pretty much like a Crash Bandicoot level, except it's in The Last of Us for some unexplained reason. I don't know, probably because the jump button works now? But more importantly, here's where Lev becomes a permanent party member to Abby's group. And I say permanent in quotes because there will be occasions where he'll leave the party. But he's there forever.
You know our dogs can play cards like that?
I'm 13, not 8.
You're the size of an 8-year-old.
Do other people think you're funny?
No.
Vandalism.
What's the apartment city like?
If too much pressure builds up in the muscles, the blood can't move in and out of the tissue.
Tissue?
Kind of like the skin inside your body.
How do you know all that?
I grew up around doctors. Like Mel.
That's one way of Abby saying that her father was a doctor, and that he was murdered by Joel. And then Abby murdered Joel, and now Ellie's trying to murder Abby because she murdered Joel. Oh man, the cycle of violence is so confusing. Where did they write this? Oh, and love can actually jump across chasms. But no, seriously, if part 3 opens up with somebody related to David trying to go after Ellie, and then Abby has to avenge Ellie's death, oh god, that would be kind of crazy. Please don't actually write that into the game. That would be really weird. Knowing Naughty Dog and most likely Neil Druckmann, he probably would write that into the game. He would definitely write that into the game because it's poetic. And here's a janky platforming section. Platforming in my Last of Us game? No! It's not that bad.
You've been to these sky bridges before, right?
Yeah,
You think we're gonna see a lot of scars?
Seraphites. I don't know.
You gonna be okay if we do?
I was yesterday.
Yeah, but those guys were hunting you.
They're all hunting us.
There are plenty of supplies upstairs, including ammo for your pistol, but the ammo is behind a door that is blocked. The only way you can get the bullets is you jump outside to the fire escape and bust in through the other window. One fancy jump cut later, I searched everywhere and decided, it's time to get out of here, so let me just get the bullets and leave. There's also a letter in the other room too, but do you really read the letters in these games? Because I just skimmed them and it adds to the world, yes, but I want to play the game too. And seeing as 40% of the game is story, I want to get as much of that 60% as I can. So, like I said before, just aimless wandering about looking for supplies I'm going to cut out. But conversations are still going to be in because there's pretty decent conversations, I will admit. So you may not see any more parts in this playthrough be 35 to 40 minutes long, unless it's the finale or some of the later parts, those are very story based. But from here on out, the rest of the parts are going to be at least 20 to 25 minutes at the most, maybe 30, that's it.
How long have you two been on the run for?
2 days.
Where were you headed?
I don't know. Just away.
So you're gonna tell me the real reason why they're after you now?
I did.
They want to kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I wasn't allowed. It's a rule. I broke it.
Jeez. So why'd you do it?
I don't know.
Pretty punk rock of you.
Punk rock?
I get the impression you don't follow most rules.
I guess so.
While Lev learns the mysteries of punk rock and why it sucks, I'm not really a big fan of punk rock. I'm going to look at the door numbers and put together the code for the next safe. Looking for safe numbers, I will keep that in because that is kind of important. You are getting some more items out of it and possibly an upgrade, so why not keep that in? The code for this safe in particular is 302304, a play off the apartment numbers. We're in 302, the apartment next door is 304. And watch me cock it up because past me wasn't paying attention. You're on the right one? No. Oh, you fucking idiot.
What was it again?
Let's do this again, shall we? At least the safes are not booby-trapped. That's probably going to be something they'll add in part 3, booby-trap safes. Get the combination wrong, and you'll blow up. Nah, I don't think they'll add that in part 3. That sounds too much like a Zelda or a Final Fantasy thing for the thing to blow up in your face. The safe was picked clean, the whole room was picked clean, the entire apartment was turned over. So that means let's get out of here because I don't want to be here anymore. And the lack of music here just really bothers me. There's no music anywhere unless you're in combat, and that's kind of off-putting.
How long you been using that thing?
My bow? Since forever.
You're good with it.
You should have seen Yara. Why did they do that to her?
We can be cruel.
My mom would say that. About wolves.
Well, she wasn't wrong.
I'm scared for her.
Why?
People will blame her for what I did.
Lev opening up a bit about his past as well as the Seraphites. The Seraphites are not really accepting of Lev's identity, so they kind of want him dead for it. And Yara being his sister, they want her dead too. Lev and Yara's mother is in danger of getting excommunicated from the group, but she also doesn't agree with Lev's identity, so she wants him dead too. Those are the Seraphites for you, they're brutal as hell, but according to Lev, they weren't always like this. It was after the Prophet died that everything started to go way downhill. The Prophet did do horrible things, as Lev will mention later on, but she did it for the right reasons, if those even exist in this universe. Here's our first combat encounter of this part, and it's pretty easy. I just used this window as a choke point and that's about it. And that's why I always craft shivs.
You okay?
Yes. How many Seraphites have you killed?
Why?
Curious.
I don't know.
The good thing about Lev being with Abby is Lev can call Abby out on her bullshit. You're going to see that a lot. There are actually a couple of characters who will call Abby out. I won't spoil who, but you'll know who. We just go over this delivery truck in order to get out of here.
That water's picked up a lot of speed. I need you to be really careful, okay?
I've done stuff like this before.
God damn it.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Isn't he a wolf?
There are thousands of us. Do you know every scar?
Stop calling us scars.
Sure.
Oh, fine. I won't call the brutish people scars, even though that's kind of what they are. They're a scar in society. Here's another workbench. I don't know what I upgraded here. Yeah, shotgun. Of course. Now I know. We gotta go for that reload speed, you know? And there's apparently an extra clip Abby just hacks onto the gun, even though we can't put more rounds into the shotgun. I don't know how this works. The only gun I've ever shot was an M16. Air Force training, that's why. But with the reload speed perk, you can load up your shotgun quicker. That includes switching between incendiary rounds and your regular shots. And the perk is real useful too, because you don't have to spend an eternity just trying to reload the damn shotgun. You can just load up quickly and you're back in the fight. More Last of Us platforming! Yay! Okay, come on, just make an Uncharted 5 already.
This where we're supposed to be?
Yeah. This building will take us to the building left.
I don't know why I jumped out here. I just wanted to admire the scenery. Vandal. Oh, it failed. Fuck. And you know, the strange thing is, no matter how often you break glass with just your fist or your elbow, the sons of bitches never bleed. That's a sign of things to come, because glass really is worthless in the Last of Us universe. Now, here's my reaction if I stepped on a shard of glass. Ah! Now, here's Abby's reaction if she steps on a shard of glass. Whatever. Oh, hey, a candy bar. You're probably thinking, a candy bar? What? Where do you think the glass came from? But never mind that. As much as I want Abby's superpower of not getting affected by glass, I think I'm okay for the time being. Here's where Lev shows off his very athletic skills of jumping and platforming. Because look at this shit.
What the fuck?
I had a cousin who was afraid of heights.
Good for your cousin.
I was at one point scared of heights too, but I'm not really... Well, okay, I don't like being near ledges, that's for sure, but I'm not really terrified of heights anymore. That's weird, because that's the only death-defying fear I have. That and, not bees. Bees are okay, but wasps and hornets are freaking terrifying. Oh, look at Lev go. This is awesome. Why can't I do that? Abby, you need to drop the backpack and do that. I don't care if it's not Last of Us or not. We need to do some parkour right now. It's like, come on, you put a character into the game for the sole purpose of parkour. Why can't we do that ourselves?
This way.
How do we not find these?
Wolves never look up.
What does that mean?
It means no matter how many people or guns you have, we'll find a way around you.
Maybe you should stop saying we, since they're trying to kill you.
More fucking Seraphites. You know what this means? Pipe bomb. I don't think I've hit anybody with that. There will be a melee goon who will charge through that threshold. Luckily, he doesn't stand a chance against Abby's shotgun. And he's down. We got 2 or 3 more enemies in the other room, provided one of my pipe bombs actually did take out somebody, but I'm not quite sure. I throw another pipe bomb into that area, and watch, it literally blows up that one person right there. It looks like they got taken out, right? But no, they're all still there. Somehow, inexplicably, so hunting pistol time. The hunting pistol is the golden gun of this game. 1 bullet, but that's really all you need.
I'll find you, right?
And the semi-automatic rifle is great for suppressing fire.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let me help.
I got it. Did you hear what they called me?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to ask you about it?
No.
Okay.
That would have been really dramatic if not for Lev stepping over that dead corpse. Why would he do that? It's like, oh, you shot me. You know what? Let me dance on your grave real quick, fucker. That was stupid. Next up, we go to this area where the Seraphites came from and up this ladder. Abby will go first this time.
Scars built all this?
Seraphites.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's pretty cool.
What's cool?
Like, impressive. Awesome.
Protect them.
I wonder if your prophet had any idea what she was starting.
She saved dozens of people. In ways no one can explain.
She blew up trucks and killed some soldiers. Not that hard to explain.
Have you read her writings?
Skimmed some.
You'd benefit from it.
Sure.
So the Prophet did kill some people, but she was also helping people out because the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, as Spock would say in Star Trek 2 and 3. She still killed people, so she's irredeemably evil in the eyes of Abby. She's very, very evil. It's all a matter of perspective, and in Abby's perspective, the Prophet is a crazy lady.
I'll go first this time. Seriously, how high up are we going?
I never said before. My condolences for your son. Another.
This map right here is freaking awesome. There are multiple ways you can go about this. You can go in loud, you can go in silently, or you can just sneak to the exit. For this run, I'm just going to sneak to the exit because I don't got time for this shit. What you need to do in order to sneak past all these goons is you gotta go to the top floor as quickly as you can.
Others know what's best.
There are 2, possibly 3 Seraphites that you have to contend with if you're going upstairs quickly. You definitely have to kill 2 of them in order to get past them. Alright, so what I do here is I wait for them to patrol, I make my move as quickly as I can. The first Seraphite's going to have a bow and arrow and she's going to be right up there. Now, enemies with bow and arrows weren't tutorialized yet because I'm not playing as Ellie and I'm doing this chronologically. But basically, if you get hit with a bow and arrow, you'll start to bleed out. Press and hold R1 if you do get shot with an arrow to take the arrow out and prevent any more damage. But for this Seraphite right here, I think I'm just going to leave her alive. You're lucky. You're very, very lucky. The next 2 Seraphites are going to be on the top platforms right here. I gotta watch their patrol patterns carefully, make sure their lines of sight don't angle towards each other. Because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to headshot this guy right here, make sure he's behind a wall when I do it, or at least the other person's back is turned. And then once he's taken care of, I'm going to take care of the other person on the far end. Make sure these shots are killing blows, otherwise your cover will be blown. 1 down, 1 more to go. And with this lady, I don't really have to worry about somebody looking at her when I take her out. I just gotta worry about getting a headshot. And after I get that headshot, the door is literally right behind her, so I could just make a beeline for it. And silent abs strike again. I'm surprised nobody hears any of the blood splattering considering how loud it is. It's so weird. It's like there's a lady right under her. She didn't hear that? Oh man, whatever. And that's going to be the end of the combat section for this part anyway. Now on to the real fun of the video, the sky bridge.
Fuck these scars. Seraphites, whatever.
Yeah, fuck them.
Never heard a Seraphite cuss before.
That was my first time.
The Sky Bridge. The dialogue here is really great. Lev will bust Abby's balls about her fear of heights so hard in this part, it's hilarious. It's not out of malice by any means, and Lev does give advice to Abby, but there are other lines where Lev seems to be toying with Abby at the same time.
Is that an elevator?
Yeah. Hey, pull that door down.
Shit.
Can I give you some advice?
Oh my god.
Just think about the good parts to me.
The good parts.
Yeah, like you run faster. You're more focused. You don't feel pain as much. Every bad feeling, your palms sweating, your heart racing, they're all signs you're actually strong. So when you feel afraid, you should think about how your body is getting ready for what's coming. Only when weak may I carry my true strength.
That is some good advice. I'll be sure to stare down a wasp the next time I see one. And get anaphylactic shock and probably die because it turns out I'm allergic to wasps. I've never been stung by a wasp before, so I don't know if I am allergic or not.
I thought you were anti-electricity and all that sinful old world stuff.
There are exceptions, especially for soldiers.
That's convenient. So, you like this prophet even though her followers want to kill you in her name?
She wouldn't want any of this. Her writings don't have violence in them.
You should tell that to your people.
We weren't stoning or hanging people until after she died. They're taking her words and twisting them. Read the text.
Okay.
We just keep going up and up and up and up until we make it to the Sky Bridge. And remember when I said this looks like a Crash Bandicoot level in a Last of Us game? Well, oh yeah, this is definitely a freaking video game setup if I've ever seen one.
Follow me. Fuck.
Balancing, you just gotta switch between left and right. Don't let the stick go idle, otherwise you'll fall to your death.
People cross this regularly? Yeah. You're lying. I'm not. I mean, it's not the most popular route.
Oh my god.
Just try not to look down.
Shit. Oh fuck.
How you feeling?
Waiting on all that true strength. Cool.
What?
Ah, damn it, Lev, you still don't know what cool is?
What's going on between you and your friend Owen?
Oh my god, Lev, now?
It seemed really awkward.
Just go!
Lev, trust me, you don't want to know. Things got awkward. It's not for kids. I had to edit things out just to keep a PG rating.
I did it! Come on!
Can we take a minute and be impressed by me?
Not yet.
Lev, come here, I'm gonna hug you.
You're not gonna want to hug me in a second.
Oh, that is, that's not good foreshadowing. What did Lev mean by that? That's what he means.
Holy shit, Lev!
It's gonna be okay. Eyes on me.
Motherfucker, you ain't Tupac! This part can be a bit strenuous, and it's definitely nerve-wracking if you're playing on a permadeath mode, because one wrong slip-up, and you can be back at the beginning of whatever section you're playing in. Or if you're sadistic enough, the beginning of the fucking game. And this is after 16 hours of gameplay.
Quote the prophet to me.
Heights never scared me.
What does?
The ocean, dogs.
Holy fuck.
And suddenly the fog clears up, giving Abby a really nice view. And a really deadly one too, because holy shit. Do I not want to be in Abby's shoes.
Shit.
Hey, look! You can see the hospital now.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Focus on me. I can't do this, Lev. I can't do this.
You're doing just fine.
I can't. You're going to. Come on. True strength. True strength. True strength.
Like before, you gotta wiggle the left stick left and right in order to keep your balance. I made this joke in my Spider-Man Miles Morales playthrough a couple of months ago, but it's really difficult to tell where your footing is, so you just gotta pray to God that you're in the middle of the beam itself. I just wish this part was a bit more automated, or there's at least some sort of tell to where you're about to fall off, but I digress. Now this part is a complete Deus Ex Machina, because look at this shit.
Come on. I'm dizzy. Shit. Abby! Hold on. Hold me up. Hold me up. You ready?
Can I get a minute? Please.
Okay.
Okay. Where to now?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
This is the right building, but I've never been to this part of it. The bridge drops us off at the back of the building. This is new to me.
Okay.